I'm trying to remember exactly when I met Quaid. But the problem is, he made you feel like you'd known him forever. So time's irrelevant. A shared passion for faith is how we met. And a shared desire to question and deconstruct unhealthy and toxic religion created this beautiful friendship and a lifeline, at least for me. So the second time that we ever hung out, we were having a pint, and he asked me if I was into theology. I laughed and said no. The truth was my views weren't exactly orthodox, and it didn't take long before I realized that him and I were more alike than I thought. So we would hang out, and our version of breaking bread looked more like breaking boxes and barriers. It was scary and painful work, dismantling the very thing that was the foundation of your identity. But we did it together. The thing is, Quaid deconstructed and reconstructed really quick. And I haven't been so lucky. And that's one of many reasons why it was so hard for me when Quaid died. Grief is a funny thing. Not funny, haha, but funny, like hard to describe. And hard to put into words, and honestly hard to remember what it even felt like. Because a lot of times it seemed to lack any feeling. It just didn't feel real when I found out that he died. And then all this stuff starts to come into your head, like, why did I go so long without messaging him during lockdown? Why didn't I check in on him? Quaid was great. Quaid would always send random messages just telling me that he loved me, or just telling me what he liked about me, or he would send me his latest kind of song that he was working on, and they were always amazing. And so that stuff starts to play through your head, and guilt starts to take a hold, and it doesn't help. It's not helpful. But I can remember, I think it must have been the night that I found out he died. I had this dream that felt a whole lot more like a visit. And it was really short and really vivid. And there was Quaid walking up to me. He wasn't in his wheelchair. He had two legs. And he was massive. Because he was a big dude. I don't know how tall he was. I always thought that he was like 6'7" or something, but he was just huge. And he walked up to me and I said, "Quaid, what happened, dude? Like, what's the deal? What happened?" And I can remember so clearly he just said, "Dude, it's all good. I'm good." And he just gave me this amazing hug, like Quaid always did. And that was that. So yeah, it was hard. I'd lost that sparring buddy, but I'd lost just such a sincere friend and encourager, someone who was always there to cheer you on. If you had dreams, to intensify those dreams, and if you didn't, to inspire you to dream. Easter comes into mind. That was really hard. I just woke up feeling like not in the mood for Easter, not in the mood to hear about penal substitutionary atonement theory. And I was just really aware that Quaid would have been a lifeline in those situations. I would have just met him up and we would have drank beer, thrashed it out. Yeah. So that was weird. And it could just be anything. You can hear a song that sounds like him, and it can just hit you like a ton of bricks. See a picture he took. Just so many things. And I can remember just saying to myself, just let yourself grieve. Just sit with it. And I went to the beach. I went to South Shields. and it was really misty. It was really early, so it was still really, there was all this like mist rolling in from the sea. But it was just like a bit of sunlight, like a ray of sunlight that you could see breaking through all that gloom. And you had the jagged cliffs you could see against the beauty of the sea. And there was just all this like beauty and tragedy, beauty and chaos, beauty and rage, whatever, working together to create this beautiful scenery. And that just reminded me of Quaid's life, beauty and tragedy. It's such a beautiful life. Yeah, it was tragic at times, and his death was tragic, but his life was beautiful, and he somehow managed to squeeze in so much in 29 years and influence so many people. And so I think for me, I just try to allow myself to grieve when I want to grieve, and then try my best to remember him by telling people that I love them, by encouraging them, by not being afraid to wear my heart on my sleeve. So Quaid, whoever, whatever, wherever you are now, I love you.